men's 1500 meter, and we're in for a real treat if it's anything like the women's 1500. The Big 12 record set by a Colorado Buffalo, and there's a Colorado Buffalo in the field here. Stephen Pifer, and he was very impressive in the prelims, got third in the men's 1500 last year. And not just one Colorado Buffalo, there's also Anthony Chuli and Lane in the field, and David Rotich of Iowa State, also one of the top competitors, and there's three Longhorns here too.
Well, I'll tell you, I watched the qualifying rounds yesterday, and the Colorado Buffaloes, they looked very comfortable out there, running very well within themselves. And of course, the Colorado Buffaloes have always been very, very competitive in the distance races in the Big 12 competition. Rotich right there in second position from Iowa State, the Kenyan in second position, and you mentioned three athletes from the University of Texas, and this is actually very interesting. There's a picture of Rotich right there, David Rotich, because the University of Texas won the distance medley this year at the Penn Relays. Now that race is usually won by Arkansas or the likes of Villanova, but the University of Texas, who's usually known for their sprinters, went up to the Penn Relays and won the distance medley, which goes to show that University of Texas is becoming a force all over the track.
It's also interesting, Leonel Manzano from Texas, the sophomore, won the 1500 here last year, and Kansas State's Christian Smith finished second. Well, both are in the 800 this year at the Big 12 meet, and neither one were in the 1500 field.
Well, I also think they're thinking towards the NCAA championships, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. Next week's is the regional championships, and a lot of the 1500 meter athletes like to drop down, run at 800 meters, get some sprint work in, and gear towards the regional championships. Right now, Pifer's in the lead. His teammate Anthony Chuli, that we talked about at the beginning of the race, back in fifth position, and that's David Rotich in second position, running very comfortably behind Stephen Pifer.
You see the Colorado Buffalo followed by the Iowa State Cyclone, and I think it really shows the depth of the team that Texas has. You've got three that qualified in the 1500s for the finals, but Colorado's got a deep team too, as evidenced by the fact you've got a couple right here in the finals. And Pifer yesterday really looked smooth in his prelim run. He
really did. He's very tall and lanky runner, but you have to keep an eye on David Rotich right behind him, the Kenyan from Iowa State. And let me tell you, a cyclone beats a buffalo. I'm thinking a cyclone beats a buffalo at all time. But right now, Stephen Pifer is looking very good. He is a junior from Highland Park in Illinois. So, and also keep an eye, number 4 is moving up into the race. That's Kyle Miller of the University of Texas, and he is dragging along Anthony Chuli of Colorado. Now this race a few moments ago was down to around 2 athletes. Now it's right back. You can say that there are 4 athletes still in this race.
And Kyle Miller in second place. It's one thing that he did in his qualifying heat. He came on strong on the last lap, and Chuli starts to make a move now.
And Stephen Pifer, who has taken the lead from the beginning, is really starting to open up and get a little bit of the lead on the rest of the pack. David Rotich trying to hang in there for second position. And Pifer's Colorado teammate, Anthony Chuli, has now started to make a move. The sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, is starting to gain a little bit on David Rotich.
But it's Stephen Pifer pulling away, and Pifer wins it. Rotich in second, and another Colorado Buffalo, Chuli in third. Stephen Pifer, the sophomore from Edwardsville, Illinois. Finally, a sigh of relief for Pifer as he wins the 1500.
And he did it wet from start to finish, but he really stamped his name all over this competition as soon as the gun sounded.
And Pifer with a terrific time of 3 minutes 40.70 seconds, and that is a new Big 12 record. He shadowed it by a couple of seconds. Let's go down to Jeff.
Alrighty, Stephen Pifer with a new Big 12 record, as you mentioned, Bill, in the 1500 meter. And how do you feel right now about setting a new Big 12 record?
I feel great. I mean, I've been fitter than ever this year. My workout's been going great. and teammates have been stepping up today, so I just wanted to come out here and give it all I had.
I noticed you got a tattoo here. Why don't you explain the meaning here on your right arm?
Well, through life, you're going to have a lot of trials, a lot of things you have to go through. So this tattoo means to endure in Japanese. And today I was running kind of heavy-hearted. Even though it's Mother's Day, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. I was running with my dad's good friend Mike Coleman and mine, who just passed away in a tragic bike accident this past weekend.
We're sorry to hear that. Good luck to your family and good luck on you and your future. Stephen Pifer, he's your winner of the 1,500 meter, a new Big 12 record. Let's go back upstairs.
Big 12 record, a stadium record for Stephen Pifer, 3 minutes 40.7 seconds, as Rotich in second and Anthony Chuli from Colorado in third. Whoa. The men's 1,500 almost as good as the women's 1,500, and we've got much more to come here at the Big 12 Track and Field